Love is a state of consciousness. So whenever we feel love, regardless of the situation around us, we are in a loving state of consciousness. So tell me more about like the sixth to the ninth dimension.
Yeah. Again, doing the parallel with the chakras, when we heal the heart chakra, we open the heart chakra, we kind of open a portal to the upper chakras as well and help align the lower chakras. So when we're talking about the dimensions, it's the same thing. It's like when we expand our consciousness and we start aligning with those higher dimensions, as well as with the lower ones too, the 1D and 2D, which is very valid. Again, the lower ones aren't bad, aren't worse. With the chakras, it's the same. Like our lower chakras, the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, they are more of our human aspect. So they keep us grounded, connected to nature, connected to our physical bodies. And it's the same with the dimensions. The lower dimensions have to do with nature, with the elementals. Shamanism is very much related to the second dimension. And then as you go up through the heart and the fifth dimension and you start seeing things as one, you just open that portal to the higher dimensions as well. The sixth dimension is the realm of sacred geometry and divine creativity. So it's sort of the land of the triangle land that Plato once said that it exists. Everything that's been created here in 3D already exists in 6D. And so when we're creating things, we're manifesting things here in 3D. That's the channeling that we talked about in the beginning. That's divine creativity as well, which is sort of like 5, 6D, is when we access those realms and we become really inspired. We become really in touch with our divine creativity. We become very embodied in our physical body as well as connected with our spirit, with our ka. So the sixth dimension is also the home of our ka, which is our spiritual body. That's also another parallel that we can use. Our energetic bodies or subtle bodies, they are also related to the dimensions. So we have a physical body that's very 3D. Our inner body would be our 1D and 2D. And then we have the emotional body, which we can't see, energetic body. And then we have the mental body. The mental and the emotional body would be 4D, the realm of the collective mind. So we don't necessarily see with our physical eyes, but we can feel it. We all have emotions, we all have thoughts. And then after the emotional body, we have the causal body, which is also the spiritual body or our soul, and that's the fifth dimension. And so that's why when you get to be in touch with your spiritual body, with your causal body, you are having a 5D experience and you have access, if you will, to the higher dimensions. And so the 7 is the realm of sacred sound. So it's to do with the idea that we are all, it's also very related to the 8th dimension, which is the realm of light. And the idea is that light creates sound and sound creates geometry. There's this thing called cymatics. If anyone look it up on YouTube, it's sound creating perfect sacred geometry on sand. So all of these things that I'm talking about, they're actually backed up by science. And the idea is that as you go higher, light becomes less and less dense. So in a way, we are beings of light, but we are also sound. We are also sacred geometry. We are love. And so this is one thing that I like to talk about. Each dimension reminds us that we are multidimensional beings, and each dimension reminds us of one particular thing. So 3D says, I am human. 4D says, I am whole. 5D says, I am love. 6D says, I am creation, I am sacred geometry. 7D says, I am sound. 8D says, I am light. And 9D is the black hole of the Milky Way. And it's sort of the gateway to the next galaxy and to the next universe.